Man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Now Hall to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Hall again on second down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On third down, here's Hall. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to Walker on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. Melvin. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. That's superb. 59. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down, Melvin. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And going right back to Walker. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. From the red zone now, Stafford. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Melvin. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
To throw on second down. Melvin. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? How about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Melvin. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. There's Stafford. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake. Melvin under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, He faces 3rd and long.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Melvin. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They run again with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Melvin. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll give to Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 145 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Here's Hall again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide, and just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. One more time with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw is Stafford. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stafford. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Jets on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back to the ground with Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off-play action, Melvin. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Looking to throw. Melvin going right back to Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Melvin. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff for Hall. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Gets this to Fant and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Melvin. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.